All right, Wealth Without Wall Street tribe, you're in for a treat today. I got my man Chris Seveney in the studio today, and we are talking about the Inner Circle Live in Nashville, Tennessee. It is coming up August 25th through the 27th. And man, we're just getting together the gang, right? We're getting the right people in the rooms so that you can get to financial freedom as fast as possible. And Chris Seveney is one of those guys. If you haven't already gotten your tickets to our Nashville event, go to wealthwithoutwallstreet.com/live. And if you use our podcast promo code at the end of your checkout, you'll get 20% off your ticket. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you my man, Chris Seveney. Chris, tell people, where in the world are you from?
Yes. First, Joey, thanks for having me here today. Excited to be here and excited to be in Nashville next month. I've never been to Nashville, so it'll be a great experience. And people listening and watching, hope to meet you there as well. So where I'm from, interesting story. I grew up in a small town in Western Massachusetts in the middle of nowhere. So what do they name a town in the middle of nowhere? Of course, they name it Ware, is the name of where I grew up, believe it or not. So we hear that proverbial joke, where you're from? And I say, where? And they're like, yeah, what do you mean? Enough with that. So I'm a Boston guy, Boston sports fan. But 15 years ago, I moved down to Washington, D.C., which I've been down here ever since, and got married, have a wife and two lovely kids, and, reside just outside our nation's capital.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Now, what people want to know, and when they're trying to use their valuable real estate, no pun intended, in an event like this, is I got to choose my breakout session, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's 6 awesome speakers. What is your superpower, Chris? What am I going to want to come listen to you for?
Yes. So, I consider myself my superpower. I like to say I'm Iron Man for 2 reasons. One is actually I have a genetic disorder that my body takes on too much iron. Believe it or not, most people have anemia. I have the opposite. I have too much iron. But also, just like Iron Man, comes up with creative skills and strategies, and is a very logical thinker. Some people may call me the nerd of note investing, but most people don't know what note investing is, and it's a very niche industry and market where we invest in distressed debt that we can talk about. But people really will want to come in and see the alternatives that are available outside of the other options there are.
Oh, well, and when you talk about note investing, you're talking about literally most people have bought a home and they have a mortgage on their home and they understand that whole process. But you're actually going to those lending institutions and buying those mortgages, working them out in some way, shape, or form to actually increase the return on those. And in many cases, you're doing that passively for investors. True?
Correct. Yes.
Is that an
So
easy way to sum it up?
that is the easiest way to sum it up, is instead of you paying Wells Fargo every month and just using them as an example, you're paying Seveney Investments, or not paying us, and we're getting them to work it out so we can then collect that money and provide that to our investors.
Okay, so you can tell there's a lot behind the scenes when it comes to note investing. I wanted you to meet Chris for that reason, because you're going to need to get to Nashville, get in the room with the right people. Now, what are the 3 things someone comes to your breakout session, Chris, they
Mhm.
walk away with knowing these 3 things when they
Mhm.
leave?
Yep. So first, you're going to know what we do and how we make money. Because in order to invest in any type of offering, you want to understand and make sure you know what you're investing in, and also how they make money. So we will teach people through our Regulation A offering, which is different than a Regulation D offering, how we invest in distressed mortgage notes and how you can make monthly dividend income off of that.
Awesome. What else?
So second is who we do it for, which is we allow accredited and, most importantly, non-accredited investors. So you don't have to be accredited. You can be non-accredited. And I can sit here and talk about it because of that Regulation A fund offering that we did. We
Awesome.
primarily look for people, again, passive investments, and we're not correlated to that stock, to the stock market.
Ah, wealth without Wall Street, folks. You heard him
Yes.
say it.
Yep.
Awesome. Anything else? The last thing.
So why do we do this? Few reasons. One, I love what we do. I'm very passionate about investing in distressed mortgage notes. And also, as an investor, I wanted to offer and be allowed to invest in other types of asset classes. Again, there's so many investment options out there, but we've structured our fund to be very different and offer something as an alternative investment to investors out there.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so you guys, you heard from Chris. This is a niche. This is something that you want to learn about. You want to become a better investor. This is the place you want to be. Again, I want to call you to action. If you haven't already gotten your tickets, we have a few left for the end of August. This is August 25th through the 27th in Nashville, Tennessee. Join us, wealthwithoutwallstreet.com/live, and use the promo code podcast. Get 20% off. My man, Chris Seveney in the house. So glad to have you, my friend. And we look forward to having you with us face to face.
Can't wait to be there. And for everyone watching and listening, can't wait to meet you there as well.